and of course answer your question about the exercise, because I take the same exercise I did for the Spanish student, and probably there are some concepts you didn't know at this point. So it's normal. If you have any question, we can try to resolve now. Michael, how are you?
Thank you, I'm good. How are you?
How is going there?
Not much here.
Yeah. You can go
Everything's
out.
good.
You can't go out.
We can, but you should avoid it, like only things you really need, like doctors or something like that, or going to the supermarket, and that's it, actually.
Yeah.
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 That's not what the Dutch people are doing.
Mm.
Okay. Colin is here, but I don't know why. You have no microphone. Okay, let's go to try to write. Okay, so let's go to start with the questions. Question you have about the exercises.
I would start with question 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean exactly, like the concatenated predicate, it's clear for me. And the consecutive numbers from a list, do you mean like when I have a list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
for example, as the input?
Yeah.
Then the output should be 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5 and 6? Or
Yeah.
do you mean something different?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. You have to take all consecutive pairs of numbers in a list. So if the list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first pair, I'm gonna write here. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna write. Sorry, 1 second. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
I'm trying to find how to share my screen. You know how to share the screen?
Top right corner, these 3 dots, and share screen.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the idea right here is if you have the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example.
Why can't I see a screen?
Can you see? Can you see the screen?
No, I only see a picture of you.
No,
I can see
I
it.
can see it.
You can see?
Yeah.
No, I only see a picture. I see in. Oh no, yes.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. If you have the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the idea is how we can get consecutive pairs of numbers. Okay. Like we have 2 variables. Element 1 is number 1, and element 2 is number 2. It's the first pair, and if we ask for more, I'm gonna say, oh, Prolog, give me more elements, like, and Prolog will say, okay, the second pair is element 1 is number 2, element 2 is number 3, and we can ask for more, and element 1 is number 3, element 2 is number 4, okay, and so on. The last one, element 1 is number 4, and element 2 is number 5, and there are no more. And Prolog will say, okay, this is more. Prolog say false. There are no more consecutive pairs in this list. Okay, this is the answer we want to obtain. Valentin, good morning. How are you?
Voilà. Oh, putain, j'ai la caméra, j'ai.
Taking your breakfast. Okay. Sarah, how are you?
Fine.
Okay. I don't know what happened with Colleen. Is here?
Yes, here.
Ah, okay. Nice, nice. Okay, perfect. How are you, Colleen? You are both.
Fine.
You are in Huelva.
Yes, we are in
Okay.
quarantine. We are roommates.
Okay. How is going with you there?
Fine.
Ba-
First week is done, but
Okay.
fine.
Okay, nice. Okay, so this is the idea. This is the idea to get all consecutive pair using using append predicate, or in Spanish is concatenar. No? It's the same. It's exactly the same. Append or concatenar. But in case of append, let's go to change the name, because exist and predicate that is called append. Do you want I can explain for you this predicate? What do you think? Let's go to create from 0 this predicate of my append. Do you have any question of how to create this predicate?
I didn't understand because you put my append. I don't know. I didn't understand.
Okay, we have to create
Like in the other predicate, inverted, you put 2 append, and I don't know why.
Okay, let's go to start with my append. Let's go to create this predicate. Okay, let's go to create this predicate, my append, and let's go to check how this goes. Do you have any question about this, or do you know how it works?
I was actually possible to split up the list in sublists, but I'm not sure how you can check if like the next number is a consecutive number. I was not able to get this.
Okay.
From
So let's go to start with my append, if you want. Do you have any question about my append, or to create, to put one list and another list together?
No.
No, what means? You don't have any question? You know how appends works? Okay, let's go to create this predicate. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, my append have two input variables. It's like list 1, list 2, and the result. And it is true if result unify with a list. So if result unify with a list that have elements of list 1 followed by elements in list 2. Okay, when that is true, in result we have the elements of list 1 followed by elements in list 2. It's something like my append the list 1 2 3 sorry 1 2 3 4 5. The result will be list 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, any question about how this works?
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay, so we have to give an answer using the induction.
Yeah.
We have to give an answer for the n0. First part, give me an answer. The property for the first one had to be true. And the second part of induction say, okay, if the n-1 is true, then property in n is true. In Prolog, we write it's like something like n2 is n-1, property in 2. So if the property is true for n-1, if all that is true, then the property for n will be true. But in case of list, we have here, what is n0 in case of list?
Empty list.
Empty list. Nice. And how we can get n-1 in list?
The rest of the list.
Exactly. So n-1
Like
is the rest. The tail.
the tail.
List. Perfect. So let's go to create the first part, my append. So now we have two variables here, two input variables. We have L1, list 1, and list 2. In this case, when we have two variables, we are going to apply the same idea, same trick. Let's go to apply induction only for one of the variable. The order of the variable will remain exactly the same. So let's go to try to create induction only with list 1 and see what happens. And list 2, we are going to leave exactly the same. So I have to give an answer for empty list. for the list 1, and list 2 will remain exactly the same. What is the result here?
List 2.
List 2. Any question? Everyone see that the result here is list 2, or you have any other option?
No.
Yeah? Everyone
Yes.
sees? Yeah? It's okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Christian, do you agree?
Yeah, I'm agree.
Okay, perfect. Now, next part. Let's go to ask to the n-1. So my append from list. So
People cannot join the group because the video call is full.
Full of people here.
Yeah, and there people who want to join, but
Okay, Colin, will it be possible you disconnected from the Hangout?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. You are both together with.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mario.
Goed was wel even. Ah, misschien geen geest.
We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
because there are only 10 spaces, right?
Okay, Mario is in. Colin, you have here another. I don't know why. Mario.
Yes.
Hi, Mario. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Better.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if there's someone who can't enter.
Live button now, or
Yeah, you click on the live
Fine,
button and then join the stream, and then you're fine.
Okay, let's go to continue.
okay.
So, the second part here. Can you see my screen? Everyone can see the code of my append?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, so we need here to ask for. We need here to ask for the n-1. So the trick here, instead of write list 1, we write head and tail. And here it's very easy for us to ask for my append, the tail, and L2. These two. And now the question is, if that is true, if my append, the tail, and list 2 is true, what we have here in error? When that is true, because remember, we are in this situation. If that is true, that part is true, then that will be true. This is the n-1. We remove one element, the head, and if that is true, that will be true. if that is true, what we have here in R?
Head and R.
Our result. What we have here? Tail plus list 2, no?
Yes.
Okay, and what we have to put here?
Head and result.
Perfect. Head slash result. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share this program. File, save as, That's my append.
But sometimes you are writing append with D at the end and sometimes not. I think it won't.
Sorry?
My append, sometimes you wrote it with a D and sometimes without the D at the end.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. Now, okay. Perfect. So to check that, let's go to execute Prolog. Prolog and file consult.
I don't think we.
Append. Okay, there are no error. If we want to check if the code is loaded, it's loaded. We have to, for example, listing my append, and now we can see the code with the two lists exactly the same we created. So now append list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and R. Okay, it worked exactly at GUI. This is exactly the result we hope to obtain. We want to obtain. So the question is how to get consecutive elements like this using happen. What I have to write here to get any consecutive pair of elements. Something like append and and the list. So you know this is possible only with Prolog. It's not possible to do that in other programming language. It's possible to set here, for example, give me list 1 and list 2 that will make the result true, and Prolog will say, okay, I can give you this result if L1 is empty list is the first result and L2 is the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the reverse use of a predicate. We can give the input and try to get the output, or we can give the output and try to find the input. And now we can say, okay, give me more. This is the other option. This is the third, fourth option, 5, so this is the last one. Okay, and now give me more, and Prolog say, okay, it's false, there are no more options. This is the last one. Okay, this is the reverse use of the predicate. We give the output and we obtain the input. So what we have to write here to obtain any consecutive pair of elements? What I write to write before here in list 1 and list 2.
L1, L2.
L1, L2, like this?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, it's exactly the same. I just write this example.
Yeah.
We have here we obtain lists, not elements, consecutive elements. This is not the answer we want to obtain.
Header. Okay.
Tell me, what can I list?
Like no, the brackets.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure.
And head tail? No.
Yeah.
Head tail here.
Yes.
And what more?
Double bracket? No.
Something like that?
I'm not sure.
So the head is number
No,
1. The tail.
two brackets. Okay, no, it's
Okay.
So we want to obtain append is have the ability to you can give this output, and we can, for example, you can say here.
But is it, by the way, possible for us to download Prolog as well, or
Sorry?
on our own laptop? Is it possible for us to download Prolog as well on our own laptops?
Yeah, of course.
Just for free and stuff?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
if you have Windows, this is the address, download, here a stable release, and this is version for Windows, 64 bits and 32 bits. This is the address.
And for Mac, it's also possible.
Sorry?
For MacBook, it's also possible.
Yeah, it's possible, but it's a little bit more complicated to install. Michael, you did?
yeah, I did. It's running now,
Okay.
like the Windows version.
Okay.
But I'm not sure which one I took actually. At the beginning it was really strange because I didn't have the menu, like the file consult and something like that. Then I did the update and then it was like the Windows version.
Okay. So, do you have any link where you find information about how to install in Macintosh?
Wait. I can look at the.
I have it now.
Okay, let's go to continue. Okay, so the idea here, it's possible, for example, put here 1, 2, 1, 2. Give me the list. Give me the list that's true. So L2 will be 3, 4, 5, and it's possible at the same time right here L1, and here, for example, 4, 5, 5. And Prolog will give you the other part of the list. So it's possible to make a restriction at the beginning and wherever here, or a restriction in the second list and a free variable here. And Prolog will find the solution that's true. So to obtain consecutive elements, we only need to, it's possible to write 2 elements before here. 2 elements here. Do you know that?
No.
No?
Yes.
Okay, it's possible to write not only 1 element, it's possible to write 2 elements here. And that means, is element 1, element 2, and whatever here, and whatever here. That means, okay, give me 2 pairs, element 1 and element 2. This part is not relevant for us. Doesn't matter because we're not going to use it. And wherever at the beginning. And here, in this case, the result will be element 1, element 2, element 2, element 3, element 3, element 4, element 4, element 5. That is exactly what we are looking for.
But
Bless you.
The microphone is off.
Yes. Ah, juste tout. Mis où sont votre collaborateur? Et Didier,
So this is the first question. Will it be possible to using concatenated predicate or append to get any pair of consecutive numbers from a list?
But I thought you mean like not to reverse this one. So I wanted to write like split pairs, and then I wanted to not use the reverse thing of append, like to write something new.
Yeah.
Because this one is not returning our I don't know how to say it, but if I have, for example, 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7, then I also have the solution 1, 2, 2, 4, and something like that, and then it's not actually consecutive, isn't it?
Can you share your screen with your sample?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go to try to see your screen.
Wait. Go live.
Tiens, regarde la fin.
Okay.
Ouais, je sais pas quoi.
Do you see anything?
Okay. Now,
Okay. And you see Visual Studio Code?
No,
No? Okay.
you have to share all screens.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise you are only sharing your here. Yeah, it's and the second option. The second option,
yeah.
this one.
Screen 2. Oh.
You have two screens, no?
Yeah. Oh. This one. Sorry.
Wow.
Okay, wait. I'll do it like this.
Ça arrive pour toi.
Now, okay.
Okay. And I wanted to split the list in sublists. Like when I have a list with X and Y, I want to split it in a sublist, like to get the pairs of it.
Yeah.
And I say, he's giving me a sublist of X and Y. And then I wanted to have X and Y and then the tail. And he's getting me like n-1 is the tail and the rest. So I'm getting the pairs of a list, and I have, when I try it, it's split in pairs, and then I have like the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, this was wrong. 6, and the result is.
We can't see your screen with Prolog.
Sorry. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why? Because actually it's on the same screen.
Yeah, but you have Windows. You have Windows, and you have to share or change the window.
Okay.
Or share the whole screen, not only a window.
Mm-hmm.
You can share only one window or the whole screen.
Okay, screen 1. Now you see my whole screen, isn't it? Okay.
Probably after.
You can see.
So now it's working? Okay.
Yeah, we see all the screens.
And when I try this, the output is like this one. So I have
You
to
can see Prolog still, I think.
Oh. Why it's not working with Prolog?
What is the difference between the Swi-Prolog console and the Swi-Prolog app? It's another color, I think, or?
The difference between I don't know.
For me, the Prolog I have is just the same as we have in the university.
Okay. Yes, I have two Swi-Prologs.
Yeah, console. I think it's I don't know. You have to try to use the window, because the console, I think, is because you have some message in information about, and console sometimes it will be useful if your code will give you some error or some message, but you don't need now to use the console, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, nice. This is
I don't know why it's not working with the whole screen, so I switched on the Prolog now. And here, the last one, I have the split pairs, and now my result is like all the pairs are. But it's
not exactly all, because you have 1, 2.
I know, yeah.
You don't have 2, 3.
Yeah.
You don't have 4, 5. It's something similar, but it's not exactly the same.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was not sure how you mean the all consecutive numbers.
No, it's a good try. I think it's a good try. It's trying to do by yourself another option. It's a good try, but we have a very powerful tool for us in Prolog. Is unification.
Okay.
And with unification, we only have to tell the idea of have 2 consecutive elements, and Prolog will find for us all the pairs. We don't have to create exactly the algorithm. We only have to say, okay, I don't need nothing at the beginning, whatever at the beginning, 2 consecutive elements, and the rest in the tail.
Yeah.
And that is enough to obtain all the consecutive pairs.
Because I thought you mean like when I have a list like this one.
Yeah.
1, 2. Then I have, for example, 4 and 7, and then 9 and 10, for example.
Yeah.
Then the solution we get from Prolog is like 1, 2.
Yeah.
2, 4, 7, 4, 7, 7, 9, and 9 and 10.
I don't know. You have, yeah.
Or should I try it? Like with, like when I have here 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 7, 9, 10, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how I get the rest of the numbers?
Because you have to write dot and comma.
Semicolon.
Semicolon. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because actually, this is not actually really consecutive, because when I have minus. Okay.
7, 9. What's that? Probably you have a different concat. Can I see the code of your concat? Because I think there's something strange there.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's. I think there are a problem with the concatenation or the happen. It's not working exactly. I don't know. Something is wrong there.
Actually, it should be quite the same. I think I don't see a mistake. I have it down here again. Maybe this is the reason.
Can you show your code?
You don't see the code?
No, not now. Sorry. I'll try again.
I can see.
Now, okay. Yeah. Concat is the first part is okay. Second part. I don't know.
Maybe I used it once again here, because in the fourth question, I don't know what to do actually, and I used the invert with the concat in combination. Maybe this is the problem. Because I have the same function twice.
Yeah,
Rename.
yeah, you have to delay that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or rename.
Yeah.
Because
concat too.
probably you will have an error if say, okay, you have the code twice.
Yeah. Maybe this is the problem. He's trying to do something.
Yeah, something strange that because
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Any question? Any question more about this exercise?
No, it's working. Yeah, thank you.
It's okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Any questions? Let's share my screen. Let's go to resolve the second exercise. Oh. The second question, it is possible to make a reversible use of the invert predicate. So, did you create the invert predicate, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Any problem with this predicate?
Not really.
Okay. Perfect. So I'm gonna write here very fast. So invert. We have invert. We have a list, and a result. So this okay, and that is true. It is true if result unify with a list with same elements
in reverse order.
List in reverse order. So let's go to call my reverse because sixth reverse. Okay. Nice. So first part, I need a solution for empty list. Reverse for empty list. What is the result? My reverse of an empty list.
Empty list.
Empty list. Perfect. And now my reverse. Let's go to head and tail.
Ik heb eten nodig, maar ik kan niet eten, want ik kan niet weg. Ik heb die namelijk gelijk de les.
And my reverse of the tail.
Ik heb een portemonnee stemmen en zit in mijn jaszak.
Okay, reverse of the tail. If that is true, what we have here in R? I have the tail, the reverse of the tail.
The append.
Yeah. What do we have to do to this R to obtain the solution? It's like I have a reverse, my reverse. The 1, 2, 3, 4. R will be 4, 3, 2, 1. And if we remove the first one, will be 4, 3, 2. Sorry, 2. Oh, that is a problem. That is a problem with have classroom at home. Sometimes the situation is not the best situation. Okay. So what do we have to do here? To append. So put at the end. We have to put the head at the end. And this is one option is append. Sorry. Append or the head, the list with the head. That is very head. R2, for example. Because append works with list. So this is a list, but head is not a list. We need to put the head inside the bracket to make the head a list. And now R2. Okay, now my reverse. Okay, let's go to see what happened with my reverse. Okay, listing my reverse. Okay, my reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, or exactly the result we expect is 4, 3, 2, 1. So the question is it possible to make a reversible use of the invert predicate? What means that?
I'm giving the output and want the input.
So something like, okay, I want to obtain that, give me the input.
Mm-hmm.
The input will be list. What is the list I have to put here to obtain this result?
4, 3, 2.
And Prolog give us the result. So it is possible. The question is it is possible to make a reversible use of the invert predicate?
Yes.
It's possible. So there are no option of the second part of the question. So it's possible.
Okay.
So now we can change here and write that and that. That means, okay, it's possible to put the list here or an empty variable, the same here, put the result here or the empty variable is the same. So that means, that symbol means that is a reversible predicate. I can change the order. Okay. It will be able to indicate which characteristics make a predicate not reversible.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, this is like something to question that to explain that idea because I never explained you before. So this is like a question to make you think about that idea. And let's go to make a non-reversible predicate to have an example. Usually the characteristic that make a non-reversible predicate is for example my add is like number 1, number 2 and result. This is like addition. It's like it is true if unify with the summatory of n1 and n2. Okay?
Yes.
So let's go to add to number. Make so my add to be like a number. What is the first of natural numbers? So
1.
Number 1. The second number.
2.
Let's go to leave here. It's the same here as we did with the append. We have 2 variables. Let's go to use only one to build the induction. Let's go to leave the second variable exactly the same. So if that is true, what I have to write here?
N2 plus 1.
It's like N2 is N2 plus 1.
What?
Okay?
Why is it N2 true?
It's like a new variable N22. It's number 2 plus 1.
Huh?
Okay, now let's go to apply the induction here. It's like add N1, N2, the result to the end, and now N2 or N1, 2 is N1 minus 1. And might add the N1, 2, N2, and this is the result. If that is true, it's a little bit stupid, but it's like an example to see what happened here. So, what is if that is true, what we have in R? If that is true, what we can obtain in R?
Hmm? 0.
What we can obtain in R when that is true?
N1, 2 plus N2
is this summatory of these two numbers, N1,
yes.
1, 2, and N2. Okay? Perfect. And now, what we have to do with R to get here summatory of the two numbers, original numbers?
N2 plus 1?
R plus 1. No.
R2 is R
plus 1.
Plus 1. It's a very stupid example, but because you are only deleted 1 and after that add 1, but this is the sense of induction here. So let's go to see what it is possible to make this predicate reversible. File consult my add. Okay, listing my add. I'm gonna give you these exercises. Okay.
It's not possible.
So my add, let's go to try to 1 and 2. This is the normal use of my add. That works. But what happens if I say here, okay, this is 3, give me the number 2? What do you think will happen here? It's a number 1, the result, and then a number. I want to obtain this number 2. And Prolog say there an error that say, okay, arguments are not sufficiently instantiated. That means, okay, reception. Okay. Remember, we're using here operator is. This operator. That this operator here in the right calculate the arithmetic operation, and after that unify with the left part of the operator. So to make this arithmetic operation, we need a value here. If we don't have a value here, it's not possible to make this operation. So something like x is 1 plus 2, there are no problem. But if I try to put here another variable, and 2 for example, that have no previous value, the result is an error, because this operator is need values here. If not, we will obtain an error. So exercise with operator is, or predicate with operator is, it depends on where is this operator. Probably that will make that this predicate is not reversible because of this predicate is. This operator, operator is. So arithmetic operation is like a trick is added to the Prolog language in order to calculate numbers. But it's possible to make arithmetic operation with natural numbers without using operator is. We can see that in other lesson, how to create arithmetic operation in a reversible way. Okay, but we have to apply something that is called Peano arithmetic. You know who is what happened? COVID. Giuseppe Peano. You know who is this sir? Italiano?
No.
Italiano de Spinetta.
Sur son vacances.
I don't know him.
Is near to
sorry.
Spinetta. Okay. He created an arithmetic only with one symbol, and one operator. It's like the symbol is number 0 and the operator is successor of a number. So the successor of number 0 is number 1. Let's go to call it's like S0 is the number 1. So number 0 is 0, number 1 is 0, number 2 is S is 0, number 3 S 0, and so on. And with this representation of numbers, it's possible to create arithmetic operations in a reversible way. Do you want an example of this? Do you want to make a break? Yes.
No.
I need to leave in like 20 minutes because I have another class.
Okay. So let's go to live here. Let's go to live here if you want, because we have another questions to resolve. Other question. So we have the answer for question 3. Make a combination of the concatenate, append, and invert, and use this technique. Okay, did you try to do that?
Yes.
No, I didn't understand anything of it. So
You don't understand. Okay. Okay.
I tried.
Yeah, that's something like, okay, make some combination of two predicates, like for example my append L1 L2 1 2 3 4. I don't know if I don't have this consult my append.
I did it with invert and then I used
my reverse listing my append, listing my reverse. Okay, it's something like, okay, this is the result, and then it's like my reverse of L2 something like that. It's like we have here a reverse use of my append, and then we can use this variable to create a new one, something like L2 is 1 2 3 4, and I have the reverse, or L2, this is the double use of L1, or something like that.
Okay, I made it more complicated
Yeah,
than it was.
easily try to create an example. Once you have created the two predicates, try to put both together, something like that. No, it's like this is the reverse use of my append and the reverse use of my reverse at the same time. It's only that, okay? Okay, so if you want, let's go to leave that here. I'm going to prepare for you the next exercises, and we see you on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to go to prepare more exercises. And do you have
one question?
Do you have a question?
Yeah, but in general, do you know if the university is ever to open up again?
Sorry?
Do you know if the university is ever going to open again?
I hope. So I don't know what because you have to go there for any reason before 11th of April or why?
No. Just because it's nicer in class than over online classes.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I don't learn anything like normal because it's so different.
That's very different.
So different? What? What is so different?
No, because I don't know. It's just It's harder to understand and harder to follow. Yeah.
It's hard to follow in the lessons here. In this way, yeah.
But I have to with every class. Also with my Spanish class, I don't understand anything because they only type everything in chat.
Yeah, that's bad. I know.
Yeah.
They don't do audio.
Yeah. That is only the option we have at this moment. So we can try to modify. If you need, for example, some extra session like 1-to-1, only one with one person on. We can schedule some time. If you need one extra time, we can schedule probably 1-to-1 or something like that.
It's maybe possible that you have some written examples where you explain like what you do written because it's better to read them because then I can do it in my own time and read it a couple of times. Just like, for example, you have the code and then you explain like in text like what you did.
That better than a video? Do you prefer a video or only a text?
Sorry.
Probably if you will have a video in English, then
I don't find the videos that nice for me because then I don't know how to explain it, but I think for me it's better to have something written down and then read it and understand it.
So you think it's not a good idea to have the video in English?
It's also maybe possible, but I don't know.
Yeah, for me, a video in English
is better because what happened with the video with the translation is not good for you.
The translation was okay, but I just mean like videos are not for me the best option, not the best way to learn.
I found some good papers on the internet, like English ones, regarding Prolog. And there it's quite good explained with some examples also. Okay. Maybe this helps you.
Could you send the link, please?
Yeah, sure.
You have the link. Okay, perfect.
Okay. For me, because I never programmed with Prolog, it's the first time for me. Maybe could be useful if you give us a short fact sheet about the grounding. The grounding sentence, how to do something like it's interesting because sometimes for example the sentence is n is 1 plus 2. I don't know that we could do it because I never used it in Prolog, because I never in general use Prolog. Maybe it's useful if you can make a short fact sheet about the basics.
Yeah, like some, for example, the list of common operators, no, like is.
Okay.
Yeah, I have this documentation in Spanish. I can try to start the translation of this document document. So, please, Michael, if you have this link.
Yeah, I have some links.
Yeah.
What I found on the internet.
Where is the fact sheet of the Spanish commands, the basic commands? You said you have a fact sheet about the commands, the basics.
He was translated then.
Yeah, but it's also okay in Spanish, but I don't know where it is.
You have the book. If you want to read the book in Spanish, or make the translation, let me 1 second. You have here the publications. You can download from here.
Where was
like
it?
Here. This is the document we have we use in the Spanish classroom. And here we have the first part of functional programming with Haskell, and the second part is start with Prolog. Here.
Ah, yeah, nice.
And probably you can copy, or I don't know. Yeah, I have to translate that because you have unification, then talk about variables, some examples. This is the operator, more common operator is identity, operator is, operator for calculating arithmetic operation in right and left. And here you have more or less if the precedence of this operator.
Yeah.
This is the most common operators.
Yeah, that's okay. I only need the operators. I don't need the text. I only need the operators.
Yeah,
I sent you a list with operators.
This is the most common operator. Like this is the not. This is a greater, and I don't know.
Yeah, because I only need the syntax of Prolog. Yeah, that's it. Because I programmed with C# or C or something like this, and
the first link I sent you in the group. This should be most of the commands are used in Prolog.
Yeah.
Riga aux.org or Codebox?
Yeah, the first one, Riga.org.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one is like a Prolog tutorial with some examples, games, and some simple things.
Nice.
You also can have a look at those.
So when we do this chat now, this will be gone, or will it still be there, the links? Do you know?
I think they...
Do you know if when we leave this class today and this program, will the links still stay in the chat, or will they also will it be a clean chat next time we enter?
You want to talk about this information, this link? I can I can write for you in the Moodle.
Yeah.
Here I can see some elements we don't use So if you have to pay attention about that, because for example, there are different ways to program in Prolog, and here there are an element. This is the we don't use in our program. So okay, I know about you usually when we start with other programming language, is usual to have a syntax of many operators, but in this methodology we put the focus in the way how to think the exercises. I'm gonna give you all the operators when we will use it, and a part of operator is an operator greater than or something like this. We are not using many operators, different operators. So I don't know if it will be a good idea. Try to find code like this because they are using elements that we don't use in our exercises. I will explain you next day why we don't use this element in our code. Okay. Speed of games.
Okay, sorry. I just had a look on the easy ones, like the basics.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to take a look here. I don't know. I have to take a look to this type of exercise because sometimes there are many ways to learn Prolog. There are many ways to learn Prolog. There are people who program in Prolog trying to use a similar way that they do in imperative programming. So it's like make a translation from imperative to declarative programming. So I think that is not a good idea. Next day, I'm gonna explain to you why we don't use elements like this one, like this one. That means it's like a way. This is a way to put the execution. It's something similar to a break. It's not exactly the same. It's like a break, something similar. It's not a break, something similar. So we have to pay attention about that because for us, we can change the order of any line in our code, and the program, the result will be always the same. But when we use this type of elements, we can.
That's like a break command in other languages.
Yeah, if we use this type of elements, we can't change the order of lines. So the program become more imperative. So it's like first this part and second this part is more like imperative and not like in declarative way. So we have to pay attention about this type of elements. So next day I'm gonna explain to you why we are not using this element. Okay.
For the German guys, I also found a German paper from the university.
Okay.
Wait, I can send you also the link.
Yeah. I prefer to explain that before, because otherwise you will see some elements we never use in our programs.
Yeah.
There are a reason why we don't use that, because we want to program in a declarative way, not in an imperative way. Like, it doesn't matter the order of the information. And when you use some elements, the order is crucial. If you find elements like this, you can't change the order. You cannot change the order of these lines of the code.
Okay.
So it's like,
I
okay,
understand.
first this one, second this one, It's like more imperative.
Okay.
So I don't like that at the beginning. Then if you work more with Prolog, probably will be nice if you understand this element and you know how to program in declarative way. You can use it, but not at the beginning. I think it's not a good idea to use that at the beginning. So, okay, next day, let's go to spend some time about explaining about that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, have a nice day. And see you on Wednesday.
All right.
See you.
Okay.
And the same.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.